Hey, my beautiful Pisces. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, guys, I'm going to do your November reading. I don't usually do monthlies. I do weeklies, and I like weeklies because I like you guys to see the transition from week to week of what's happening in your world. With that said, the monthlies, the extended portion, it will be a fund that we are donating to a cause, any cause that you like. The first month I am donating it to my daughter's fundraiser. They're doing this fun run thing and they're donating to kids with needs. And then a little portion of it that I've gotten from Taurus and Aries and other signs has gone to her dance team because they're touring nationally and they were looking for support. So that was me as mom helping them. Now, moving forward, every month, I think this could be a great idea as a community that we can do something. We can make some change, right? So I'm thinking with monthly readings, we can do this as a community, the Elpis community. And you guys can always tell me in the comments down below the causes that you care most about. Like I think that next month, I'm thinking of donating funds to the children from the Gaza Strip, because God knows they need assistance and help. All right. With that said, let's see what the situation is for the month of November for my Pisces. And it's non-political, folks, so please don't look at it that way. I look at it as a way for us to help those truly in need. All right. Why is the devil here? Anyone? Three of Wands and the Five of Wands. Okay, this is action. So let's see what's going on here. You're waiting for someone or something to happen. You're waiting for your ships to come in. Once upon a time, there was a merchant, and it's 1925, right? This merchant moved from London to New York. In New York, he said, okay, I'm going to set up shop. And he's waiting by the docks. He's waiting for that boat to come in so he can get his merchandise, to set up shop, to make a living, to make money, to, his fiance's on that boat. I don't know what. You're waiting. Sometimes we can't wait, right? Because there's blocks, obstacles, issues, storms. Ships break down, storms happen, fighting, issues. We'll see what it's talking about when we clarify that. But guys, I'm going to tell you right now, looking at the devil, you're spiraling back into a repeat pattern. All right? The devil is something toxic or someone toxic. All right? The devil doesn't do things to us. We do things to us. We allow ourselves to think in certain ways that are negative. We allow ourselves to be insecure of certain situations, and we repeat patterns. We date the same people. We take the same shitty jobs. We allow people to walk all over us. We say, okay, we'll do something when we really don't want to do something, right? But you're torn. You don't know what to do. We'll see. All right, let's continue. What's coming in for my Pisces? Guys, the spread is definitely going to be slightly different from the regular, so I have to look up what I wrote as far as my questions. No, I think I remember. What's coming in for my Pisces? It's not the same format as your weeklies, okay? The questions are slightly different. All right. Six of Swords, Six of Cups, two sixes. The sixes come after the fives. What are the fives? The challenges, the blocks, the obstacles, the regrets, the guilt. What else is there? The feeling the loss, being left out in the cold, the financial crunch. It's all this shitty shit that we go through in life. But after the fives come the sixth. It's being and getting over the hump, over the fence, right? So you're saying to yourself, you're finally going to leave something that was chaotic and go into something much easier. You're finally closing the book on your past. You're like, those were great memories. They were fond. They were nice, but I will leave them there. All right. And this could have been dealing with a third party situation or you collaborating here with somebody, but you're weighing your pros and cons. This is definitely coming to a close. And I feel, Pisces, like bingo. It's right on target, right on time. Because November is supposed to have you moving into action in regards to the changes that are coming into your life for 2026. So come December, you're going to start scheduling your new life. Planning, creating, things like that. I best be seeing a lot of threes in December. All right, with that said, let me see the biggest challenge for Pisces, please. The biggest challenge for Pisces. Just double checking. That's what I put. Had to write the spread down. Yes. The challenge is the advice, the good stuff, and the outcome. All right. What is the biggest challenge here for Pisces, please, in the month of November? Something to do with a happy family, happy home, or a blended family, or something in regards where you and your colleagues are in the right place with the right people. It's like a overall happiness, right? That you're a fit. You're a good fit. 10 of Cups. But you're weighing your pros and cons. So are you weighing your pros and cons on what's a good fit? What's going to make you happy overall between you and someone else? Yes, you are, because the Five of Swords is telling me you're cutting your losses. You are understanding that a sacrifice needs to be made for what? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a healthy partnership where two people are in love, regardless if you're telling each other. Yep, stability. There it be. So, your biggest challenge is to weigh your pros and cons, Pisces. And this is important because I need you to understand what your challenge is going to be. And then you can marry it with your advice so you can understand how you could leapfrog problems, mitigate issues, and moreover handle the problem and the decisions that you need to make. So you need to weigh your pros and cons. Your biggest challenge is to find the right fit for you that's going to make you and everyone else around you happy. All right? It's not, and it's really not about them, it's about you, but the right fit we're talking about. Somebody where, 5 cups are yours and 5 cups are theirs. It makes sense. All right, with that said, for Pisces, what's their advice? Come back to this video often if you have to, because it's a monthly, and then you could kind of see how your week to week is going and then come back to this. So when you go ahead and purchase the clarified portion, because that's going to be the heavy hitter of this reading, it's only 99 cents, no commercials, thank God. Or you can donate as much as you like. All right, so it's up to you. That will be on another platform. The link is down below. With that said, your advice, Page of Swords, you need more information. You've got to do homework, or you got to do some stalking. I don't know, whatever's best for you. And the Chariot in reverse. Your train fell off the track. Got to get back on. All right, regardless of the positive and negative that's going on. You might have gotten a passion project, a passionate new beginning, a job that you're excited about, or a passionate new beginning with a person in a relationship. But this is fire. This is action. So it's physical. Oh, I love this. It goes from physical action to something solid. You're on the very right train track. You just got to get back on it. All right? I don't know if maybe your train just stopped. You got out of the stop. You took a breath. Get back on. All right? You need more information. You can't stop where you are right now. I don't think you have all the details or all the informations to make that informed decision, but you do need to weigh your pros and cons, okay? And in order for you to weigh those pros and cons, you got to get the information. Now, you're like, what's the information? So you might clarify, unfortunately. But it's definitely saying, Page of Swords, you're not ready for something. And we'll see. Because you're detouring. It's like, the vehicle of your life, your journey, your bus. You gave the keys to somebody. Go get them back. All right. What's the good stuff of the month? The good stuff for Pisces, please. Virgo energy here. I see Cancer too, by the way. And now Libra. All right. Justice in reverse. And then the Hermit upright. And then the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. So that thing that was unfair to you, unfairly done to you, Pisces, and some of you, maybe it was a divorce. Others of you, whatever was done unjust, the scales are flipping. All right? Because back in the day, when there was no money, what was the scale used for? It was used to measure value, right? So if something was unfairly done to you, now the scales are flipping and tipping in your direction. The good stuff is that when you retract your energy and nobody has a hold of your energy, you're able to make that wise decision. And that's exactly what you're going to do. All right. So there's some rewards that are coming in for you. And some of you, it's in the form of a new job, a new relationship, a new passion project that we saw earlier. Whatever it is, you start healing. All right. Because I think you find a way, you see a path forward. You start seeing, and this is the good stuff for the month of November. You see that there is a direction, there is light at the end of the tunnel, there is hope. There is a lot of value in you and your future and what you want it to be and shape it up to be, right? So when you retract your energy and you go into hermit mode, you will end up making a wise decision. Even though things were done not fairly for you, you're above it. You go above it. I love that. All right, let me see what your outcome of the month is, please. What is the outcome of the month here for Pisces? 10 of Wands. And the Page of Wands. We start with Wands, we end with Wands. It's Wands all over the place. There's action. And you're a water sign. So there's a hell of fire around here. It's like a fire pit. And that is why your challenge is the only cup in the whole reading is the 10 of Cups, where it's emotions and water is you and those are you. You need to find what's going to make you nice and watery and happy and flowy here with somebody, because the end of the month looks like you have some burdens here and challenges that you've got to deal with, but you're curious. Now, this could mean somebody now is dealing with 2 relationships or 2 people and you got to choose one. That's a burden. Some of you have 2 jobs, but you can't handle both. That's a burden. You got 3 kids. Each kid wants to be like an athlete and they got fucking sports all over the place. You can't rip yourself in half. That's a burden. All right, but you're curious to get more information to see what the right direction is. But you're not healed. You're tired. But this is coming to a close very soon. You're going to come up with some sort of solution. And it's funny because I literally 2 seconds ago just posted in my stories on my Instagram that, it's like this this worm or whatever, the caterpillar is looking at this butterfly. It's like, you changed something. What did you do? And the butterfly goes back to the caterpillar and says, I made choices. When you do, you are living. All right, your best life. I don't need to complete that sentence because I'm sure it's different for all of you. But let's see what we're reading in the world of romance for the month of November for children issue. You deserve love. That tells me you're already thinking and dealing with somebody who's below you, who doesn't value you. All right? So you need to value you. Past life relationship, you were dealing with a karmic here. There's true love at the bottom of the deck, which means it's trying to leak into your life. I'm going to read from the Angels of Abundance in case others of you here are here for health and wealth, not just love. Angels, what say you for my Pisces for the month of November? Thank you. Okay. Block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what's important and what are distractions. You have the power to act responsibly now, and so responsibly block them out. All right, guys. That's what I got. Everyone else, the link is down below. Come in. Let's go towards your extended. And let me tell you, I've done 5 or 6 so far. The whole gist is in the extended. All right, everybody. I'll see you soon.